Welcome to my game development stream. As always, first I start my development environment. Then I play one round of my game, and after that I decide what I work on today. So I wait for the terminal to be usable. One command to start stuff. While it starts, I can read what I'm working on. Still class Spellmaker and Spelltype charge. Had it done for one type, so I should not visit it. Okay, I continue next. One more line, I think, and I can play. Yes, it runs in the browser. Local host for me. I think. Do I want to reset? Let's play again against Spellmaker. So I play class Spellmaker. Lightning, which is the easiest. I make lightning. Okay, so I'm the guy in the middle. At the sides, enemies that come closest to them attack me. The bar above my head is my HP. If it reaches 0, I die. And if I die, I get the highest score based on how far away from the middle I died. So the goal is to get as far away as possible. And enemies get stronger the further away I am, and I get stronger the more enemies I kill. And this was a short introduction, really? Okay, there are turrets, I have to be careful. Do I wait for them to disappear? The way around is pretty long, so I guess I wait. Charge is still work in progress. I should not take it. Let's take explosion. So start is very easy because I can cast further than they see me. Should I try charge now? Only for explosion I did it. Here I can dodge over the top. Do I take autocast? I think not, I take fireline. Let me make a second dot. Next boss. And turret. Okay, this I can take with that tool. With little mana, stage 2 lightning cast. Okay. Oh, quite a lot of enemies, but oh, I did not put down enough. Can I? Yes, I can spawn the next boss. Okay. Charge seek proximity, I think for a moment. Probably do explosion proximities. Okay, next new spell. Switch over to new spell. Take proximity and staging tool and explode, please. Okay. Okay, so I guess I got a few levels. That's all I wanted. Fireline. It's no level I could. Okay. Interesting that I can even kill them. So now I should have time is still fine. Leveled. All have level, I use them all, so I have my mana reduction. I switch back to this one. Okay, this should be far better now. Okay, he plays turrets down. Do I want autocast Orbiter? But I don't need autocast. Let's go on autocast. So turret placing is now on autocast. I think it did damage. Quite a lot. I think it got levels, did it? Yes, 14, okay. Do I need to be careful that they don't get too close to me? Probably. And he okay, kills the boss. Orbiter Seeker. I can take Seeker, so I can disable autocast on this one. Oh, I placed something down here, so let's reset. Low mana. No. Ow was autocast and I would instant. And I'm staging, I put lightning on it. Single target. I switch over to this one. This is now reset. Didn't need to reset it, I believe. 1, 2, 3. You are now seeking in all directions. And on stage you explode. Okay, and you are autocast. Let's go to my spell here. Should I... Probably should also put the turret on autocast. A bit safer. Autocast, okay. And I can also give this a seeker. And put this also on autocast. Okay. Do I have everything? I think I have everything for levels. Oh, there's a turret. This one shots me. Could go Orbiter. Meta now. I want first. Okay. I can pre-plant here, and I think this should kill King. Yes. How much HP did you have? 50 million only. So no bonus HP. Okay, but fine. Okay, this was one round. I won. Can even move in this place. Should I be able to do this? Doesn't matter. Okay, I played one round. Now, don't forget, increase version. 131 today. And I working on the charge. and continue code spell charge to affect all tools. So if I go, oh no, I have first, I never checked if they work, do they? Oh, it doesn't matter yet. So 6, I want to check. Give me boss skill points. I'm interested in charge, because only explosion has it. And let's see if I put turret with explosion in. What do I see if I play here? Interesting. It's remembering the charge. Yes, okay. It was close enough to fire. Let's see. I am only interested in stage 0 and 1, I believe. Can I affect this? This is a paint part, is it? Yeah, this part. And recursive stage, I put in the stage and it's 0. This stage doesn't matter. He cares for a Spellmaker stage. I have to think a bit. What is this stage doing? Why do I have only 2 equals here? I mean, it doesn't matter, but I should do 3 equals. Tool object recursive. Ah, I say at what stage I'm on. Okay, okay. You start with stage 0. You check, is this the stage I'm on? Or the next stage? Else I'm recursively calling. And it's all based on Spellmaker stage. This could be also an input parameter for me to control. This is essentially queuing stage. Queuing stage, and I want display stage number I missed. And if I have a display stage, I would replace these. I only have it 2 times, I guess. The display stage stays the same. Here I want to display stage 0. And here I want to display the stage I'm on. Spellmaker stage. Okay, let's try. Maybe I was too fast. I will see 6. I'm just skill everything. I go in charge again. I have explosion and I have turret. And I have next stage. Okay. So this is working. So the question was, do I want to display more stages? No. Probably this is fine. Also, is this affected? I don't know if this... It should be affected. Yes, it definitely is affected. The size. So it's propagating the charge value. Now I'm painting it. Now I need to affect all other things. The question is, should the damage of the explosion also be affected, or only the size? I think I want to affect both. Do I want to return both numbers? Maybe. I think for a moment. This damage factor is kept by 10, I believe. Yes. This can go up to 1. I want to... The problem is when I cast it, I want it to be limited. Point min. And the minimum should be something like this. So I can always see through. The next thing I want is to affect the damage factor. So I can now have 2 functions for both values. Each value 1 function, or 1 function for both values. So I think I always want both, so get values with charge. So I have number, this is yes, and I have damage factor is the next, both numbers, and I return radius as this one. And damage factor, this one. Sonst war charged values. Charged values is Charged value is okay. Damage. Do this, and I have times charged values, point damage factor, and here it's radius. And now I want to basically halve this. No. It's the charge factor. Const factor per value. Factor per value is charge factor minus 1 divided by 2 because I have two values, and 1 plus. This should be factor per value. This is how much I increase it. So I basically halved the effect, but I increase damage and radius with this. I believe. So let's find out. Did I have a minimum? Yes, I have minimum. 6 light. No, wait. 6 explosion. I need to learn everything regardless. Go in charge again. I have explosion like this, and if I now cast it, is it really so cheap? 008. Okay, yes, it is. So 300, 1600, 1700. And if I charge the explosion, to see I'm a 3.6. Okay, if I set new explosion this time, it's not good. Don't see. I broke something. Okay, I have to. Because it halves when the damage factor is 1? No, cannot be. When it's 1, it's 0, 0, and it's 1. Something is not fitting. He takes the smaller one. Which is correct. I add this. It was limit when I cast it worked, when I painted no longer worked. Because I am I need to keep the old one. This is explode. I forgot this. And I might want to limit it again. Okay, let's find out. Six, I need all. I go on charge again, charge. And I do explode. Now it's getting dark again. Is this already the maximum height? Who knows? If I do this, it will not grow so fast because I have 4,000, 20,000. So this is very... I don't know, this feels far too strong. But I think it's not 100,000. I have to verify if all this makes sense. So let's make a second spell. Switch over, and this is not the charged version, but the... Okay. 3,000. Switch over. 9. Something is off with the damage. Can't be that it's... So it's too high, I believe. Let's see. This spell costs 009. The other one costs 076. I can make it even smaller. That... No, that again I moved. Maximum damage, minimum size. Is this 1 million? I have to think a bit. Because it's so cheap, I get a high multiplier directly. Because he sees that I... Ah yes, because it's multiplying a bit with size grow. How does this work? Something is not working properly. Because I... increase... Also have to decrease the damage? So if I have an high area grow, I should have a low damage increase. The factor per value is not quite what I want yet. Could we move the +1 and divide it by... So the scaling is completely off currently. But I don't know how to adjust the calculation yet. Essentially, I see I do X damage with 0.6 mana, so I increase it with each mana spent. Which is fine, but because I increase the size, essentially so I would expect a times 10 damage increase, I guess. I have to trust a bit more, I guess. No, I want that smallest explosion, please. Highest damage. 7,600. This is already times 10. But it probably used... I krieg my mana cost here. Mana cost 0, both are pretty cheap. I need another dot. I need a third. Third digit. This is Ability Spellmaker, the more info thingy. I believe. Mana costs 2. If it's 002 and I get 6, 0.1, so the one tick click already be times 5, and 2 ticks more likely to happen would be times 10. So I clicked for 4 frames for this to happen, which should be correct. Even though this value feels far too high. I think it's correct. If I wouldn't grow it, I wouldn't grow the size. Need to think more. I'm not so sure how I should do this stuff. This doesn't work out. Simply because I affect both size and damage. I have to check how do I calculate mana cost. Radius, damage factor. And I have to go based on this to all the factor influences. And here I have radius factor. Just realized the mass point pi doesn't do anything here, because I divide it out in the end. But if I do let's call it total, I change it up a bit. So I have charge value, charge factor, times radius times explode damage factor. Is this correct? Then I would say total divided by explode damage factor, yes. And this would be total divided by explode. What did I do? Explode radius. Explode radius. Const radius exponent 2 is this one squared square root and I can do it here. Here. Oh, I don't do this anymore. Is this now correct? Maybe. I have to find out. Does it mean my radius is... I have no idea if this makes sense or not. I will find out. Again, I'm interested in charge and explosion. I have one small high damage explosion. Let's make 12,000. No, absolutely did not work. It's even worse than before, I believe. Character. You see the dot 2 now. Of 300 combat log. 14 million. Got worse. Why? The radius seemed fine, the damage seems to be... Because both now get the complete bonus. Before it was halved. Could divide this by 2 again, but this would only have the effects. This is paused, so I want the spell switch over to again the highest. $24,000 already. So if this is 1, not the explode damage, if the charge factor is 1, I would expect to not change anything. Damage factor should be damage factor. Wait. Charge factor times divide by radius. I should have channel damage factor. This feels too high. Base damage is 50. Damage amp of times 5. So would be 250. I'm on 24,000. This is incorrect. Okay, let's debug. Something is not happening as I imagine. I'm interested in Spellmaker tool explosion. Let's close others. Character, player characters, Spellmaker, tool explosion, the end. Okay, something is happening. Explode. Base damage 10. Charge factor 1. Does not have a stage. Radius is 5. Damage factor is 10, so base damage is also not adding up. I'm level 5, so I would expect. Let's see what happens. 250 is total, 25. Get out of here, charge values. Damage factor is 10. Radius is 5. This is also what went in. 10 and 5, yes. So damage is base damage. It's 50. Damage factor is 10. Damage factor is times 5, yes. Charge value is damage factor. This is not correct. These two are duplicated now. Charge value. Oh yes, okay, this is a duplicate. This is not correct. It's a feeling. So I wanted that when I paint it, only needs a charged value. Okay, this explains a lot. Then I probably should also do a division by 2. Charge factor, let's do... no, I keep it like this for now. I feel like it will be now not what I want, but we'll see if it's closer. So again, charge, explosion, very small. Now it grows, so it's 1,650, 21,000, 40,000, 60,000, 80,000, 6,000. Your spell, this is 340. So far, I agree. 340. And now if I... 7,000. So this is times 20. For the time I hold the button, this can make sense. But it's again for a far bigger area. Oh, let's... No. No. I didn't change anything, but I hope you work here. I have no idea. How do I undo this? I hit it. I reload. Do I reload? Now I can no longer do breakpoints here because he's... I don't know how to handle this. Simple reload, I guess. Okay, Spellmaker. To take it away for now. I go to charge. I go to set. I want it on my... Okay, so let's kill him and them. And now I'm interested. Maybe not here. This is paint, but I want on spellcast. Here might be more interesting. Damage factor of times. Okay, this is a lot. What is the charge factor? 260. This is times 10. But it's a times 10 value. So radius was radius 8. Radius is 5. Okay, it's not doing what I wanted. Every value is increased by damage factor. What did I want? I wanted that. This is basically my mana cost. Or I calculate mana cost. It's area and damage dependent, and I wanted that. If I add it on here, I thought I would increase it in a fair way. I'm just increasing it by a factor. How do I think about it? I wanted, based on how much more mana I put in, 260 times improvement. But it was bigger because it affects the area and the damage. And I think having this value will this work? Let's see. I need an example, I guess, to understand it better. If area is 10 and damage is 10, mana cost would be 100. Now I have the charge factor times 10. It currently results in an area of 100 and damage of 100, and the mana now would be 1, 2, 3. It would be 10,000, but it should be a mana cost of 1,000, so I'm a factor 10 too high currently. This is not what I wanted to happen. Does happen, want to happen, want to happen. Should be, mana cost should be now 1,000. Cost mana times charge factor is this. Which means my multiplier on but here I have radius, explode, and if I divide it out, I'm just times 10, the 100. So this calculation doesn't affect it in the way I want it to. So this is essentially the mana cost. Now I want to find out how much I affect both. Mana cost is a multiplication of both. I'm I'm forgetting something important. Essentially what I want here, the area to damage is 1:1. And this is what I want to have here for 1000 mana. So I want area times damage to be 1000, basically. And this would mean I divide 1000 by damage. And this should give me area. But this is what I did here, didn't I? No, I did it the other way around. Wait. I'm confused again. No, this is not incorrect again. I don't have the value for damage. This is my problem. This is all damage. Okay, I see. I see my mistake. This is old damage. I need the new value. So I'm missing an equation to solve it. The other equation is that damage is equal area in this case, because both are 10. So it's basically, what did I press? Damage divided by 10 is the same as area divided by 10. If I go this route, then I have solved the equation to one side. And then I have a value. These 10 could also be variables. These are the previous values. So let's call it old damage, old area. Old area. Have the value for these. Don't have the value for area and damage, and these I'm searching. This means 1000 divided by, when I solve to area, how is this? Then I would multiply by old area. When I place area. Let's start with this equation. I have area like this, and I want I don't need this because it's all multiplication. I should have done maybe brackets here. That's basically damage times damage. And I want all damage on this side. What is the 1000? This is new mana, new mana. Then I divide by old area. And then I square root it. Square root. And then I have the damage value, I believe. Cons new damage factor is mass point square root of new mana is total. Old damage is explode damage factor, and old area is radius x2. And this is my new damage factor. And with the new damage factor, getting the new area is just the new mana divided by new damage factor. I hope. But I want the radius, so it's square root again. Total divided by the new damage factor. Okay. I have no idea if this makes sense, but I will see. 6. Now. Scale. Have. Charge. Minimum. Okay. This goes now a lot less fast, but let's see. I have a charge factor of times 1000 and I get out 306.27. Wait, did I say 1000? It's 1000, and I start with damage factor 10, radius 5. So this is 50 times 1000 would be 5000. So if I now multiply 306 times 27, it should be 5000. It's a bit more. Times 30 and times... It's definitely a lot less now. But it's closer to what I want. I'm not sure if I calculated correctly yet. Again, charge factor of 1000. Base damage. Base damage is not interesting. Radius and damage factor are the interesting ones. I guess radius is 5 times 5, it's 25. So this was 250 is increased by this. So the radius is not isn't it then too strong? Because I'm missing the mass point pi, maybe? So for the area, I don't have mass point pi. Let's add it. But for the mana cost, I don't use it, do I? So maybe it's not worth fair to add it. Mana cost, yes, it's not part of here. So I guess I can ignore it. It has an effect on... Charge factor total. This is a new mana cost. Did I need old mana, maybe? Somewhere. I started with area times damage has to be the new mana. And that old damage... No, I'm missing something. I think this formula I had in between is not correct. It was the formula that both grow the same speed. Damage divided by all damage is the same as area grow. With the mana cost, I think I have to think a bit more. Something still feels off. Again, I want... That's the new mana cost. It's basically the damage the charge factor times the original mana and both grow. That's the new values multiplied. What I want. Okay, so I have 10 times 5. No, that's maybe... Can I copy? Explode radius times explode radius times explode damage factor times charge factor. Charge factor. This is the value I want to reach. And it should be with charged values. Damage factor times charged values. Radius times charged values radius. This is the case. So I have my calculation is what I want, but in my mind I made a mistake, I guess. I called this times 1,000. And 5 times 5 is 25 times 10, 250. Yes, somewhere I this is 250. Ah, yes, okay, I see. I think I thought it would be 25,000. Then I multiply these damage factor times radius, and I had to radius times radius. Okay, but I think this is now correct. Let's find out sources. I can remove the breakpoint. Uh, 7,000, 12,000, 12,000, 22,000, 26,000, 25,000. I think the problem is before I couldn't overkill so much. Uh, 4,000, 5,000. Go in Spellmaker mode, new spell switch over. Smallest, but 4,000. This looks like what I want. Yes, this is correct. I think this is correct. Let's try a different one. In Spellmaker mode, go to the first reset. Oh, this is a charging one. Now I do a one which is big but doesn't grow a lot. 500. I can one here. So okay. 300. 500, 900. I think these values make sense. Although I feel like I can abuse. So I might want to limit experience gain. I don't know how much HP my target has, do I? I think I have the values I want. That. It's growing. 9,000, okay. Wasn't even enough. Okay. Now when I let and make high damage. How much does it cost? 9. Indeed. Well, fire lines, they are dangerous. Dangerous. I think this is correct. Can empty my mana. Okay. Again. This time 2 dots. I have 0/0 for mana, so they grow. $200,000. This just feels too strong, but it is correct. I can't. To think a bit. I think it's correct. So balancing is later. This seems to be what I want it to be. And now I should start adding it to other. Let's do Fireline and Lightning, so the base things. Move, Orbiter, Seeker don't have it. Turret is the last one. Trigger Proximity. Nee, Orbiter. Just pass it through. Orbiter is a move, move is a move, Seeker is a move. Trigger Proximity is an object which needs to. Well, it cannot visualize it. So maybe I will add the second stage. Or should paint the second stage. I will see. So for turret and it makes sense. Okay, go to lightning. I want something like this. I go to lightning because lightning might be easier to be paint and spellcast. I will need a damage factor and a radius. No jumps. I think based on the jumps I have a radius. So I have jumps. I get lightning. And my mana cost calculation is jumps times damage factor. So it's something similar. So I will have lightning jumps. I don't need this between value. I actually have lightning jumps. I don't need a square root, I guess. Lightning jumps. Is this correct? And here I need jumps, and this is not square root, it's total new damage factor or total new damage factor. Could be it. Const charged values. Lightning charge factor. Now the damage factor can grow. I will again limit it to how do I manage to 0? Because white was not so easy to see, so it's limited to 6. I go here. This will now be charged values, lightning, no, charged. No, damage factor was it, wasn't it? And the size is, yeah. Charged values jumps. Oh, this is even more difficult because jumps needs to be an integer. I don't care, I guess. So it will go to second jump pretty fast and then it will average itself out. Okay, now when I create it, I have the charged values, damage factor, and I have the charged value lightning jumps. And I could think about rounding it. Time will tell, I guess. Okay, let's try lightning. Spellmaker. Lightning. I have... Oh, I broke the same thing. Wait, is it... Oh, this works. Lightning doesn't. So I broke something similar as I did. What? Ah, I see my problem here. This should be the fix. Charged lightning. It's not currently not. Something is. It's not working anymore. This is the size. But if I now go up, it gets smaller. This doesn't make sense. Damage factor. The center shouldn't change. It should not. The charge factor is 1. It should stay the same, shouldn't it? Let's try with explode. This works completely normal. So my calculation is correct. Something is not. working as expected. What did I break? It has to be the paint currently. And you have the radius. Jumps, total new damage factor. Square root was outside of it. Divides the entire thing. Currently it looks correct to me. And the jumps gives away the size, so it should. It seems to break it something. Then let's find out, I guess. Reset. We are in lightning. I am interested in this one essentially. So I have a lightning object. Jumps 19. Damage factor 4.5. Charged values are 19, 4.5. It's switched. Damage factor is 20. Okay, it changed the values. New damage factor is here. The inside is the damage factor. Ooh, I'm confused. Did I bind it incorrectly? Yeah, what is my mistake? Not even. Go next. Go into. New damage factor is 20. The old damage factor was 4.5. It switched. But then it should also switch for explosion. It does the same thing. Or am I blind? This is what jumps should be. Also, the other value was not. This is 1. 4.2, 20.5. It's slightly changed. It should also not change. What am I doing wrong? I make some mistake and I don't see it yet. Okay, my assumption is the explosion tool does not have this problem. So let's find out if this is true. Set explosion like this. Here, no, this is lightning. Here. Explode is radius 104, damage factor 1. 104 damage. Yes, it's correctly working. I'm confused. So I have to make a mistake somewhere. Charge factor, lightning jumps. The order shouldn't matter here. Do the same in explosion. Total. New damage factor, I do square root because square root is, do I have to build up the calculation? Cannot just remove it? It's probably different because I have the square root here. Oh god, oh god, oh god. So I have new jumps times new damage factor. New damage factor is new mana. And I have old jumps divided by new jumps. Has to be the same as new, old damage factor divided by new damage factor. So these are the two equations I had. And I wanted to solve to new damage factor. So I have to replace new jumps. This means I have to multiply this to this side and divide by this and put it on this side. And division by division, I think this goes up. If I'm not mistaken. And these two are... So I have new jumps. And this means that new damage factor is new mana divided by new jumps. New jumps is this stuff. I have to put it again in brackets because this goes up. And if I didn't break anything, the new mana is the total. All damage factor is this. And here I have something different. I have all jumps, and here is new damage factor. Oh, wait. Need to get the new damage factor. I multiply with it. So it goes to this side. Then I have to square root the entire thing. Okay, interesting. The square root is important. And I thought it was there because of radius and stuff. This is not required. And now I will see if this solves my issue. Don't have any breakpoint. I get the charge, I get the lightning. Oh, this explosion with it. Lightning. It seems to work now. And it's going. Okay, so if let's restart. I will be interested in the spell cast of lightning, not of explosion. So I go to charge and I do a lightning. I do low damage, high jump count. Now if I release, I will have jumps 20, damage factor 1. Charge factor is 15. This gives me now charge values of jumps 80. So it's 320. Let's check. This is 20 times 15 times 16. Yes, it's adding up. Okay, this is what I want. So there were no enemies, so this is why I didn't jump, but I don't think I can hit 80 enemies. Maybe here? At least every enemy inside was hit. I can gather a few. Code. Yes, I'm probably going faster than it can. But the charge works like I want it to. This means also that if I do reset and I make lightning single, will most likely jumps quite fast. This is unexpected. It will automatically. Okay, so this is. I can close. 6,000 charge rate, it's 50,000 charge. Okay, because I do not round, it's now directly, so it's a bit too strong, I would guess. I will round it, I guess, which makes it a bit more balanced. Or I floor it, which will make it weaker. I think round is the fairest, easiest solution. Which means point round. So I expect 0 nearest, yes. Did. No, okay. Now, time-wise, 20 minutes until I reach my target time. So Fireline is next. And Fireline is interesting because I'm not sure how to visualize a stronger version. I think a bit. I have Fireline. And I don't care at all about any. It only has positions. Wait. Where does the damage come from? Base damage, damage factor. Okay, this makes it easy because then my... Well, I could affect the time, could I? The duration. Yes. And I think I usually tick firelines 10 times per second. Do I? Where's the fireline ability? Damage, duration, tick interval. What is tick interval here? 250. Wall upgrade. Pet dash. Duration. Not duration. Tick interval here, it's 100. Sniper. Duration. Tick interval. Wait, fireline, it's upgrade dependent. Ability snipe upgrade fireline, so it should be in here the value. 200 it is here. Okay, it's. But I should. $250 was in the past not good enough. press something which disables my numpad, but I don't know what. Don't. Okay, ignore. If I do 200, it now ticks faster and does a bit more damage. So the tick interval should be part of the calculation, I would assume. Damage. So it's times 250 divided by tick interval like this. Before tick interval was 250. No, it's the wrong way around, I believe. So now it's decreasing the damage. I would make it to 1 second, it's increasing it. Okay, so I can now affect this. And I want duration to be affected by the charge, but how? Think a bit. I will have a factor. Mana cost is based on how long this thing is, so I will get also a factor based on the mana cost, which means if I have a really short fire line, it would boost the duration by quite a lot. So maybe I would want the fire line not to exist for too long. Then I would probably need to do a function for it. And I could influence the alpha value a bit based on charge factor. Let's just add a charge factor here and do limit it to 0.9 or so. But I will have the charge factor quite fast, I believe. So I could square root the charge factor and this might be can go very fast. I think a bit. I mean, I will see and I can influence it later. Maybe for file lines this is okay. And if I don't use the values somewhere else, I can find something here. Do I? Oh no, maybe I use this. So I will have a damage factor and I have a duration. Duration factor. Duration factor? This is my base duration. 5. And I want Fireline. I do not have if I calculate the duration first, then I can limit it, I guess. So I want to change duration factor to be here and damage factor to be here. Then I will have a new duration factor essentially, which I take here and I then divide, and then I get the damage factor. The total will be this is interesting. What is the total? I don't have a fire damage factor. So the calculation, I have no old values essentially. Then it's just a square root of this charge factor. I'm confused. If they should both grow at the same amount, I would agree. So on one it should be 1, but it should be mass point min. I want to limit it based on times 10. I think 12 is currently, and the total is charge factor just. And I don't round it. You are not needing to round. So I have here const charged values, and I need fireline. I don't even need. I just need the charge factor. Interesting. Charge factor. I have damage, charged values, damage factor, charge factor, no charged values, and duration factor. Okay, this should affect the fireline now. Spellmaker. I have charge, I have fireline. Let's say I do 7 damage, 20 damage. And they now have different durations, yes. Probably should do it the other way around. This is the longer and these are the short ones. Based on the duration left, they could fade slowly, I guess. Doesn't matter yet. Oh, expensive is the spell. 1.84, so it doesn't grow too strong too fast. So let's reset. I make the shortest I can do. 0.22. Is it really the shortest? Okay, now can light here. Light here. I should check it because I have to see if my limiter works. Lightning, Fireline, and the cast is the one I'm interested in. After I calculate. Okay, so and I place. Damage factor is times 53, duration factor is times 12. I want to have 600. This is 600. Okay, perfect. Values seem to be correct. Now I have 4 more minutes for my target time. Or can I pull them here over these? Dead. Combat log. Kicked for 7,000. Hmm. $21,000. 13,000. Didn't, not close enough. 4,000. Okay. Okay, but if I do set this and make longer 6 mana, this is so expensive. Spamming it is faster. Because charging is not so fast. 2,000. The damage doesn't grow too fast, does it? Starts with C700. Hold, hold, hold. And then I fail to release. Essentially it works. You died. Now the trigger proximity does not necessarily need one. And the turret also not, because they just shoot the stronger ones. But if I now go to Spellmaker, me few skill points, and I now do turret, give it stage lightning, I could essentially see. Oh, I'm not on charge. So I don't see that I am growing what it shoots. So I could display the next stage. Okay, let's try. So one more change. This is when I paint. I will go to 1 and see if this is what I want. Spellmaker, load sheets. Okay, now I have fireline, lightning, explosion, and now I have turret, chip, and stage. This is not what I want. Let's go with this. Okay. Didn't put it on charge. Now it paints the turret because the turret has so I want a different type of paint, I guess. I paint recursive, but I have a display stage. And I want to display the next stage. How is the thinking? I paint my current stage. I don't need to check anything, but I have to check if I have to paint the next stage. I want basically to have a second stage, I would assume. So do I display stage 1 in... No, I would paint duplicate if I do this. I need a new function, I guess. I don't see that I can abuse this better. Paint tool objects recursive for charging. So I have the current stage, but I have no display stage. I have created objects, this is fine. I don't care for the display stage, so I have two. Current stage. I do not care, do I? Can have next stage. This might be important. No, it's not. If I remove this, I would paint no matter what. I paint the move attachment. Now, when my current stage is smaller 1, I would call myself, and I don't have the display stage. I have staged objects from created object next stage only for wait. Only if created object has the next stage. Can this not be empty? It will be empty. Okay, I don't need to check it. Think for a moment. I'm essentially always just painting 2 stages. Is this correct? Paint created object. Something is not adding up in my head yet. Recursive call. Here is the paint ability. He does paint each one once. Okay, so this is how it works. This should happen down here too, and this is for charging. This should mean I can remove this one. The recursion is not that important here, but I will see if this is what I want. Fire. Give me fire. Release it. Hit fire. Small explosion. Small lightning. And I made it too expensive. And I don't have an undo function. So now I go into the next stage, and the turret will get an explosion cast. And now if I didn't put it to charge, now I paint what I want. Seems to look like I want it to. The turret will shoot the stronger one. I can check here. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so far it seems fine. And I should come to an end. So I feel like this is somewhat working. This is Spellmaker, Spelltype, charge for all tools. Okay, I should come to an end, so I should run my tests, and they should all work because I again did not change anything. This time a lot of performance loss, interesting. 10%. First one is always it's fine if it varies a lot. The first 37 don't matter that much. 18%. Is anything different? Do I still have a breakpoint somewhere, maybe? This would make a big difference. I should check if I have breakpoints. No, I don't see one. Do I expect it? Did I change anything which should result in performance change? Don't think so. I only changed how Spellmaker paint works. There's no paint happening for Spellmaker. It's again just code moving around, I guess, which somehow results in less performance for certain cases. Or something was happening in the background. More likely, probably. Oh, let's assume something was happening in the background. But everything is successful. This means I can push. I should check my task. This is done, I would say. Should be. Oh man, so I think balancing is next. Balancing. Button down, charge start, button up. So I can now. The explosion can get bigger and bigger. This is possible. Slows down movement. I will. If it's stronger than instant casts, I could. I'm not sure if slows down movement is a good idea, but time will tell. Okay, I have my tasks updated. And with this, I guess I come to an end for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye. The end.